There is an epidemic of male loneliness. More than ever before, more and more males have no relationships at all. I believe there was a statistic, I don't entirely know the study, but around over, was it 30 to 50% of men literally have no relationships, like no friends, completely lonely. And I think now is the greatest time to actually fight back. When it's all going to shit, that's when you need to fight back. That's when revolution starts. So I think it's extremely important for you, the viewer watching this, to watch this video, paying attention, and actually to implement the advice that I give to you here. Because you learn to socialize, you learn how to make friends and build a vibrant social life of maybe just friendships, maybe that's what you want. I think friendships are very surface level. Go even deeper. No homo. Go even deeper. Brotherhood. Friends who you can literally trust with your entire livelihood. There are people like that. There are literally people who you can meet today where you could literally give them your credit card information, and they will keep it safe. They won't even spend a single penny without your permission. It's difficult to find these people. It's very difficult. But there are people like that out there with your values who will put everything in you, their entire trust in you. So, first of all, you need to learn to talk to people. That is a prerequisite. Of course, how do you expect to make friends or build relationships if you don't talk to people? It's extremely important. Last year, I believe it was on the 7th or 6th month, I started learning how to talk to people. And I was trying to be more social. I was in this phase of my life where I wanted to learn to talk to people, etc. I remember at one point, it was literally night, so like fucking 8 p.m. and I was on a call with my friends. And basically what we were doing was kind of cold approaching. I made a video on this, the last video, check that out. Like we were cold approaching really badly, but like I'd see a woman and I'd be like, I kind of want to approach her, but at the same time, I don't know. And my friend would be like, come on, Prince, just do it. Because what I did was I would force myself to stay out until I at least cold approached one, and I kept coping and making excuses. And my friend would be like, do it so you can go home. Come on, Prince. And I'd finally, after just coping for so long, I'd finally do it. And so it would be nerve-wracking, but it wouldn't even be that bad. Genuinely, it wouldn't be that bad of a thing to do. You don't feel that much fear. And of course, some girls can be truly cruel. I'm not trying to like play it out like there's nothing bad that can happen. There are bad things that can happen. You could cold approach and get completely ignored. At one point, I'll tell you this is quite embarrassing. There were two girls and I was trying to cold approach them. Like I was telling the call with my friend. This was on a different day. And I walked up behind them, which is already something very bad to do. I'll make a video on this, so subscribe, like the video, so you can watch the next video. I'll make a video on why you should not do this when cold approaching. But I came up from behind and I was like, hello, excuse me. I was talking really fast paced because I was nervous as well. So that's obvious, that shows how nervous you are. I made a lot of mistakes and they didn't stop. When you cold approach a woman, for example, and I'm talking about in the context of just being social, so even with a guy, they should often stop to talk to you. And if they don't, then it shows that maybe they are busy and otherwise they don't want to talk to you. So what you don't do is you don't follow them. So I did exactly that. I followed them. They were walking away. They didn't stop for me. They weren't really receptive. And I just decided to follow them, which was such a silly mistake. I followed them and I kept talking and they could tell I was nervous. They were kind of creeped out. Like, why is this like black kid following me? It's kind of weird. And that was like soul crushing for me. Like humiliating. Imagine that. You're really fearful. You go out to cold approach anyways, despite not wanting to do it, just to gain experience. And you get humiliated, and they were like acting sarcastic and kind of joking about it. They probably sent it to their group chat, whatever. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. It's a fun experience. I can talk about this on YouTube. It's a funny story now. In the past, though, I was like distraught because of this. I made so many mistakes in the past. If you fast forward to now, I'm not like the best at cold approaching women yet. I've just started learning that again. However, I'm like a social sap when it comes to just talking to guys. I call this level 2 of social skills, where I can talk to any man at any time, no matter what. I can see some guy with a buff physique and I can say, bro, you have big biceps, how's it going? And fist bump him. I feel no fear when doing that. And I've gotten to a level where I can teach that, and I teach people in this program called the Social Protocol, top link in the description, how to do the same thing. It's also kind of like this, it's a community, not just a program. So you do learn to socialize. You also have like all of these other courses in it. And there's also people exactly like you. So they watch my content. They're kind of into self-improvement. They learn to socialize, going to the gym, maybe working on an online business towards some goal like boxing, martial arts. It's like this all-around community. One of the best. So that's something I remember. I made so many mistakes. Now I'm so good at talking to people. Now, I'm not saying I'm the 100% best, but I am extremely well versed in social calibration. And I'm telling you right now, you need to learn to talk to people. And there's so much things I could tell you to learn how to talk to people. I have so many videos on it, and you can watch them if you want. And I would just suggest getting the Social Protocol. Everything is in like a neatly ordered format for you to learn exactly. But even if you don't, you should understand that you need to. I often hear this quote, don't chase, attract. And it pisses me off so much. It's such a stupid, inane phrase. It doesn't make any sense at all. How is talking to somebody attracting them? It is. I was going to slam my chair like this out of pure rage, but I'm not going to do that. I want you to understand that this don't chase, attract bullshit that women often say, because women can sit there and attract stuff. It doesn't make sense. It's not real. If you sit there in your room like this, sitting pretty cool, you know what's gonna happen? Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing is gonna happen. There's not gonna be some hot girl or some cool guy who's gonna walk into your house and say, bro, you're so cool, you're focusing on yourself, can I be your friend? Bro, or some girl saying, bro, oh my god, I'm such a huge fan, can I suck your dick? Please, please, please. It's not real. So you need to understand that you do need to talk to people. It's not chasing, it's not attracting, it's just talk, it's human interaction. That's it. It's human interaction. Everyone should learn to interact with people. Don't give bullshit saying it's social anxiety. You can get over social anxiety. I've seen people do it. You are fucking coping. Don't make any other excuses. Don't say you can't be bothered. It is one of the most important skills you can ever learn in your life. And when you do learn it, you will keep it for the rest of your life. It's kind of like building muscle. If you build muscle, you'll keep it. If you stop working out, you'll lose it. But you gain it twice as quickly if you start working out again. You need to learn to talk to people. You can watch every other video on this channel. It shows you exactly how to. You can check out the Social Protocol. It's a very in-depth framework on how to do it. There's like quests on it that show you how to do it. And there's a community. There are I don't want to advertise other channels. You can see I'm doing marketing here. But there are so many other channels teaching you how to talk to people. Obviously not as good as this one. But because there are so many other things that you can do, and there are so many people advocating for you to talk to people, have basic human interaction, it should be clear to you that it's obviously a good thing. And when you do it, not only is it's not really selfish, because you're actually helping other people. When you're the social guy, people are magnetized to you. And what happens is not only are you helping yourself, you're learning to socialize, you're making the friends you want, you're building the relationships you want, you're getting brotherhood, but you also help other people. Let's say you're in an elevator and everyone is silent, kind of awkward, kind of scared. Because, when you're in an elevator with like four other people and everyone is silent, it's very awkward. Like, who are these people? Your brain internally, it just feels very worried about the situation. Your adrenaline spikes. Imagine like the caveman brain we have. Normally it's used to being in your tribe where everyone is very social, everyone knows each other, and now you're in this close space with all of these other strangers who are very, like, they act weird, they aren't talking to you. What the heck is going on? Who are these people? When you're that social guy who goes into the elevator with complete confidence and you're like, hey, what's going on? And you talk to people, everyone kind of just gets this sudden wave of like refreshment, like, oh, finally there's some guy who's social. Now I don't need to be awkward in this long ass elevator. Whew. You spread your love to other people and you spread your confidence, your energy to other people. So you aren't only helping yourself, you're helping everyone else. And I think that's a very considerate thing to do. So being social benefits the world, and it'll probably promote other people to be social. You also want, I'm looking at this fucking script, bro. I'm not reading straight from it, it's just like topics. You also want to be showing the true you. I call this following your social compass. Let's say you talk to somebody and you kind of don't like the topic of the conversation. It's kind of boring, it's kind of dull. I don't really want to talk about this. What a lot of people will do is to just continue to talk about it. Yeah, drugs, cocaine, yeah. Cool, bro. I know a lot about cocaine as well. What you need to do, you need to be the type of guy who, when a conversation of topic that you don't want to talk about brews up, you follow your social compass. Your social compass is basically pointing at you to not talk about that topic. It's kind of like a compass of the things you like and dislike in social conversations, social settings. People, conversations, anything to do with social settings. Your social compass will be repulsed by it. It'll be telling you, don't talk about this. We don't like this. We don't do drugs. We don't know anything about this. You need to be able to notice that your social compass is telling you not to talk about this. And then you need to not talk about it, which is the difficult part because it goes against social norms. Imagine being in a conversation and then out of nowhere, you just ask a random question on something else. Yeah, bro, so cocaine, right? Cocaine, yeah, cocaine. Wait, I just want to hold you off for a second. Bro, have you ever been to the gym before? It goes against social norms, right? It's weird. He was talking about drugs. Why are you suddenly talking about the gym? But you can do this. You can. There's nothing stopping you. And when you do this, some people may kind of be weirded out. They may not want to talk about the gym. They may know nothing about it. But there will be a few people where you talk to this about them. Sorry, I stuttered. And when you do this, they'll actually like you more. They'll think, oh, this guy has balls. He's not just like talking about what he doesn't want to, because they can notice when you don't want to talk about it. You'll subconsciously like maybe have like little muscle twitches that show that you're kind of anxious or you aren't having fun. Maybe you'll be more closed off. For 0.01 seconds, you'll kind of be a little bit more anxious, and they'll just pick up on that subconsciously. Our brain is hardwired to. When they see that you have balls and you can just decide what you want to talk about or not, they may respect you more. And also, if they like the topic that you bring up, they may even like want to talk to you even more. They may be more intrigued. So you need to just follow your heart. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to do? Do you really want to talk about drugs, or maybe do you want to talk about your goals? Do you want to talk about maybe in the future, do you plan on having kids? Do you want to talk about how you plan on raising your children? It's a deep conversation, but you'll be surprised with how many people are willing to talk to you about it. I think it's very nice to be able to have deep conversations with people. And of course, there are some deep conversations that you only have with like the people you know, your friends. But there are some where maybe it's more acceptable to kind of talk to them with people you don't know as well. That's for you to decide. You'll know in the moment. And the last thing, which is the most important, because we are optimizing for making friendships, building bonds. The most important thing is to invite them to do something. You can talk to people, it can be fun, but then you need to actually invite them out. You need to kind of say, hey bro, it's been nice talking to you. Do you want to insert activity you're going to do? Do you want to go bowling with me over the weekends? If he says yeah, then get his number and invite him. Now you have a friend. You've invited him into an activity, you're going to have fun together, and it's just going to be a really interesting thing to do, and you'll have someone to do it with. You can talk to them in the environment, which is kind of nice, but if you don't invite them out to something, the friendship will never exceed just being in that environment. You meet people in the gym, but if you only talk to them in the gym, they'll just be that guy you talk to in the gym. That's it. You need to go out of your way. And I know it's going to be difficult. It's kind of awkward asking for numbers. At least for me it was, and it still kind of is. I've never been the type of guy to give my number out. It's still kind of weird. But when you invite people out, that's when you actually build connections, and I think that's so valuable. Check the top link in the description. That will provide you with a community where people are exactly like you, on the same path as you. There is the social protocol inside of that. It's a course where you'll be shown exactly how to get from level 0 to level 2 of social skills. And remember, consistency is over a lifetime. Bye bye.